So, have you ever found yourself kind of stuck in that work, eat, sleep, repeat
Oh,
thing?
yeah,
Even if you're making decent money, you still feel like you're, just running in place.
absolutely. Like true financial freedom, maybe retiring early, just feels, well, miles away.
Right. But imagine hearing something like on a podcast that just flips everything you thought you knew.
hmm
Like someone saying you could actually retire at, say, 30?
Yeah. That was the moment for Scott Rieckens. He's a film producer, wrote this book, Playing with Fire.
Okay.
And it's basically his family story diving headfirst into financial independence, retire early, fire.
Right, the fire movement.
Yeah.
So for this deep dive, we're going to unpack how they actually pulled that off.
Exactly. How they completely changed their financial picture and what lessons are in there for, well, anyone really, about matching your spending to what you actually value, finding real freedom.
Okay, let's start where they started. Scott and Taylor, his wife, living in Coronado, California. Nice place.
Mm-hmm.
They had $142,000 combined after tax. Sounds great, right?
It does. But here's the kicker. They were spending almost all of it, like $120,000 a year.
Wow.
Yeah. Basically paycheck to paycheck, despite the high income.
Yeah.
That classic lifestyle creep.
Right, where you're spending just balloons to meet your income. You never get ahead.
Exactly. And you could see it, Rent was nearly $3,000 a month.
Okay.
Car leases, $650 a month. One was a BMW. And eating out, $1,100 a month.
That's a lot on food outside the home. It's easy to see how it happens, though. What woke them up?
Well, it wasn't some crazy complicated spreadsheet. It was actually super simple. They did this exercise, list the 10 things that make you happy.
Okay, and what did they find?
Well, it was eye-opening for them. The stuff that truly made them happy. It wasn't the expensive things. It was like hearing my baby laugh or having coffee with my husband, spending time outdoors. Simple stuff that didn't cost much or anything at all.
That really puts things in perspective, doesn't it? How much they're spending wasn't aligned with their actual happiness.
Totally. It showed the disconnect.
But, okay, knowing that is one thing. Actually giving up the symbols of success, like that BMW, that must have been hard. And didn't they have some kind of boat club thing, too?
Oh, yeah. The BMW saga is kind of famous in their story. And the boat club, that was $6,000 up front plus $350 a month.
Oof.
Yeah. Giving those things up was emotionally really tough. But they saw them as like necessary sacrifices, key steps, really, to get their spending in line with those values they just uncovered.
So it wasn't about just being cheap, it was intentional.
Exactly. Deliberate choices. Reallocating money towards, what actually mattered to them. And that directly fueled their fire journey.
Okay, so making those big cuts.
Right.
How did that translate into the actual fire math? You hear about the 4% rule.
Yeah, that's central to fire. But
Yeah.
basically, you save up 25 times your annual expenses.
Right.
Then you can, theoretically, withdraw 4% of that nest egg each year to live on, pretty much indefinitely.
So for them, spending $120K a year, that meant needing.
A huge number, $3 million. Seems almost impossible, right? Or at least decades away, like 34 years away, based on their savings rate then.
Wow. Okay.
But here's the game changer. By slashing their expenses in half, down to $60,000 a year.
They cut their target number in half, too, to $1.5 million.
Exactly. And even better, it massively cut their time horizon. Suddenly, it wasn't 34 years. It was more like 11 years.
11. That's incredible, just from cutting expenses.
It shows the massive leverage on the expense side of the equation. Huge.
So where did those big savings come from? Was it death by 1,000 cuts? Or did they target specific things?
They really focused on what folks call the big three: housing, transportation, and food. That's where most people's money goes, right?
Makes sense.
So yeah, they tackled that huge food spend, went from like $70 a day down drastically by cooking at home.
And the cars?
Ditched the leases, bought a used, reliable car. I think it was a Honda CR-V for maybe $6,500. Big shifts, not just clipping coupons.
Still, making such huge changes, I imagine they must have doubted themselves sometimes, worried about, I don't know, seeming like penny-pinching weirdos.
Oh, for sure. They talk about that. Extreme frugality, it can feel isolating, stressful. They worried about stuff like Christmas gift budgets, missing dinners out with friends.
So how did they stick with it? What kept them going?
Community was massive for them. Connecting with the wider fire community online, people like Mr. Money Mustache, J.O. Collins, Juice Hi-Fi folks,
Okay.
that gave them support. Practical advice, like simple ways to invest using low-cost index funds. It also, importantly, showed them fire isn't rigid. It's flexible. You adapt it.
So it wasn't just about spreadsheets and cutting costs.
Not at all. They realized the why behind it all was bigger than just the money.
Which was?
Freedom. purpose, getting their time back to focus on what truly matters to them, optimizing their life experience, not just their bank account.
It's a mindset shift then, from just spending unconsciously to making really intentional choices.
It's exactly moving away from what society maybe expects you to buy towards designing a life that actually makes you happy.
So, wrapping up, the Rican story really shows that this fire path, it's about reclaiming your time, aligning your life with what you truly value. It's about intention, not just deprivation.
Absolutely. And maybe that's the challenge for you listening. Take a minute, think about what you really want to do with your time if money wasn't the main thing driving your choices.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe do that 10 things that make you happy. List yourself. And then, honestly look at where your money's actually going. Does it match up?
It's a powerful thought, the journey towards a life well lived, not just well saved. It's possible, and maybe more within reach than you think.